Hi, it's me again with Corel and Draw Tips and Tricks. And somebody sent me this logo for a school and they want to cut it out of cardstock. And they just didn't attach the file, and it's just a bitmap and it won't trace. So I asked for another one if they could attach it, and they sent me this one. Much, much better, but you can see there's two of them on there. And this one is missing some of the outer ear parts. So we're gonna, with that selected, we're gonna grab our crop tool, because we don't need Corel to crop anything it doesn't need to crop or doesn't need to trace. And it's pretty small, so we're gonna leave it. I've already got my nudge factor set on 2. We'll make this a little bit smaller. I think it helps Corel trace it. Then go to bitmap. We're not gonna do anything to it but clip art trace. Traced it pretty good. Now we're going to move the new one out of the way, and you can just see that it's pretty sharp and pretty clear, but it's missing some ear parts. And it's got a little, that's why it's always kind of neat to have the original. That's a spot right there that could be taken out. Normally on something like this, I would want to do it, cut it in half and make it symmetrical. But in this case, it's not a symmetrical drawing. The ear lobes are completely different. So before I forget, I'm going to get that and delete it, because I think it's already got a transparent background. Take the yellow box, object, order, back a page. No, it does not. So we need to get rid of all that white. Or we can take, let's make our box bigger. Instead of getting rid of the white, we can move all the maroon. And you can see the broken parts of maroon. So we've gotten rid of all that white. That's going to make life a little easier. We're gonna have to fix the ears. And normally, like I said, I would cut this in half, but you can't, because it would make it look too symmetrical, and this is totally different. So we're going to left click. I'm actually going to right click in red, because you'd want to cut it. They're going to cut it anyway. We need to fix this part of we need to connect this. So there's two schools of thought that I use. One of them is just take the freehand tool and make that line. Turn that line into something thicker, maybe like 2 points. Turn that line into an object. Turn that line into left click, right click, and I'm going to leave it black for a purpose. Now I jiggled my hand right there, so there's no telling what is really happening right there, so we can delete all that. And matter of fact, we can go ahead and delete all this and just join that curve here. And don't worry about, the thickness or the thinness, because we're gonna fix this in a minute. Now we can take our Smart Fill tool and fill that in, and you notice how much thicker it is. The other train of thought is just to move nodes. Since we have it broken apart, we could take that node and just bring it up. Take the Smart Fill tool and cut this out. Now, don't worry about that right now. We need to do the other 2 sides. We actually need to cut out the top. And once again, don't worry about the, we need to fix that. And that's nothing to that. Just take that node and put it there. Then we need to fix the other side, and we're going to do it not with a line, but just with the nodes. Some people would find it easier. I could actually take this node and bring it out a little bit to give us something more to run into. And once again, don't worry about that it's rough. Let's add a node right there by double clicking on the line and bring it out. Add another node and bring it out. And then we can take the virtual segment delete key and delete that. Don't worry again about that corner right there, because we're going to fix all 4 of those at one time. I'd actually add a node right there and then grab both the nodes and bring them down. Take this virtual segment delete key. Now we need to make a new copy of this. So we're going to take the red and look at that. Now we got the ear parts. We don't really need the yellow box anymore. But now we need to smooth this out. If you have X7 or above, you have the smoothing tool. I would much prefer doing this as a outline instead of a fill. So get the smoothing tool. Make sure you click on it. When you click on it, you'll see a node, and just smooth it out. You know, don't forget the 4 parts that we did. Even though nobody would probably even notice, it would just be part of the tiger or whatever this is. This morning, when I first thought it was some sort of badger, and it still might be. And then after I fix these, I would maybe look over the whole thing and see if there's anything, with the original, which this is probably the best original. His eyes look a little better in the original than they do in this. So we're going to maybe take the smoothing tool and put it on his eyeball and maybe make his eyeball a little more smooth. You don't want to change the logo too much. But like some sharp points, or like right there, she's going to be cutting this out of paper. Maybe take that and just give a little bit of less sharpness for the laser to cut the paper. Other than that, I can't really see anything why you wouldn't want to use that. And then I would just always take the Smart Fill tool and fill it in. And then you have a good, clean cut line. Left click, no fill, right click, outline, and make sure it's a hairline. And then the beauty of this, you can make it any size you want. And I'm going to hit F4 to make sure. See, there's still another product on the sheet. Hit F4 again. Now that's the only thing left. And that, this is going to be your cut file. And let's say if she wants it, with the ratio lock, let's say she's going to cut out a paper that's 20 inches. Well, there you have a cut file that you could cut out. Now, because we use the Smart Fill tool, it really ought to all stay together. A lot of times the outline would fall, but because the way this was drawn, the red is going to be a piece of paper. Now, the only thing I kind of see now that I'm thinking about it is, if you're going to cut this out and glue it to a bulletin board or glue it to another paste board, it'll be fine. But these 3 pieces, this piece particular right here, is going to kind of be flimsy because the red is the paper. The white is non-paper. Let's back up and do this. Let's fill in the non part. See, it doesn't go all the way around. That's your cut part. So always make sure you fill in the outline. So what I'm saying, if you were going to cut this out and have it kind of stay together, then you might want to consider joining those nodes. Make it a little, and I'm just grasping here. I don't know what they're actually doing with this, but you could very easily do this and then take the Smart Fill tool and fill that in, take that away. I actually have some double lines there. Whoop, didn't want to do that. So then when you Smart Fill it, those 3 pieces are going to stay together. And of course, I would fill them out. I would smooth them out. But they're not just dangling in the wind anymore. And that doesn't look too bad. Just all depends on what you're doing. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.